14.
You're watching the KOAO Morning News on Fox 14.
Right now at 7, Mother's Day was projected to be near record-breaking sales. Oh, how about that? KOAO Samantha Walker has more on that.
Also, a unique art and craft show brings the 4 states together to support students.
And we've got some scattered showers and thunderstorms across the area. We'll have more on that in the forecast to get you out the door coming up.
The 4 states' most watched news starts now.
Well, good morning and welcome to the KOAO Morning News on Fox 14. I'm Elise Noe.
I'm Chris Warner, just after 7 a.m. on this Monday morning. I hope everyone had a good weekend, good Mother's Day.
Yes.
We talked about this earlier. I made breakfast in bed for the wife.
Mostly edible.
Mostly edible. And I'm kind of proud of myself. Yeah, I mean, I'm not allowed in the kitchen for reasons, but yeah, I did an okay job. She ate most of it, and that helps.
That works.
I did what I could to help her out around the house. You know, it's hard for her to take a break. I know moms are like that.
Yes.
They're used to taking care of us. It's very hard for them to step away and be taken care of.
So that's a perfect gift for them as well.
Absolutely, it is.
Yes. Did you find the perfect gift for mom? Well, the National Retail Federation projects consumers to spend a near record-breaking $33.5 million for Mother's Day this year.
KOAM's Samantha Walker has more.
With Mother's Day, one of the most important things is finding that perfect gift for your loved ones. With consumers projected to spend record amounts this year, it's one of the busiest times for many stores.
Generally, they're lined up whenever we get ready to open. On that Saturday, we'll generally serve between 3,000 and 4,000 customers, and then in the short amount of time on a Sunday that we're open, it'll be at least 2,000 people.
One busy local store is the Joplin Greenhouse and Coffee Shop, who sells various plants and flowers. A report from the National Retail Federation shows flowers being the most popular gift, with 74% of consumers buying them for the holiday.
It's always colorful, they're always hydrated, they're always just full of bloom.
Local store owners say the holiday shopping is a great help to their business during this time of the year, usually not seeing this type of boost outside of the Christmas or Valentine's Day season.
That's kind of our Christmas, is Mother's Day weekend. Since we don't do a lot of stuff at Christmas time, I mean, that's when we have our, so to speak, Black Friday.
And many customers say they are happy to help support a local business while looking for the perfect gift for a very special person in their life.
I just think it's important to support the community that you're in and be supportive of people trying to do what their passion is and, you know, withhold their business in the city and make it a better place. And I think it's important to support that and be there for them.
Reporting in Joplin, Samantha Walker, KOAM News.
The National Retail Federation projects consumers to break another record this year, spending an average of more than $274 per person.
Now, unfortunately, I did not have that kind of money to spend, hence why I made breakfast in bed. But it's great that people are spending on mom.
It is. And you know what? Gifts in other ways too. Whatever your mom's love language is always wonderful as well.
Absolutely. And maybe mom's love language is showers. My mom liked a good rainy day. My wife likes a good rainy day. Not severe weather, but you know, just kind of the rain. You smell the rain on the air. And well, if that's the case, it's a day late, but it's here nonetheless. Let's take a look at the Skywatch Storm Tracker. Scattered showers and thunderstorms across the area this morning. You see those stretching long and just to the west of I-49, basically sandwiched between 69 and 49 along Kansas-Missouri border back down to the Oklahoma-Missouri border. Heavier showers and thunderstorms across northeastern Oklahoma and building into parts of southeast Kansas. So again, Cherokee, Labette, Montgomery, Chautauqua County, now into Elk County out there. Some heavier rain. Not picking up lightning, but that doesn't mean there's not some cloud-to-cloud lightning. That doesn't show up as well on the Skywatch Storm Tracker when it's cloud-to-cloud. It's picking up cloud-to-ground. And a few showers now north of Fort Scott, entering Nevada, another one south Lamar. We've seen some additional development between Lamar and Carthage out there. Showers getting ready to roll into the Joplin area. And let me back up here. We got heavier rain, maybe a couple of thunderstorms south of Neosho, down towards Southwest City, around the Grand Lake area, Grove, Miami, and that's just outside of Veneta. Here comes a bigger batch of heavier rain and thunderstorms. All of this continuing to lift off to the east-northeast. We're seeing redevelopment back behind that. We're seeing redevelopment out even ahead of that with some of these showers and storms, and that's why they're going to stick with us for most of the day. Temperatures, Low to mid 60s out there as we get the day underway. Not a bad start. We'll have scattered showers and thunderstorms again throughout the day. A stray strong storm or two is possible, but some good news here at least. The overall severe threat is very low across the area, and that's some good news because we don't need any more severe weather. Highs today, upper 60s, lower 70s. These showers and thunderstorms stick with us for a while, at least into tomorrow. We've got more on the way. We'll break down the details in the full forecast a little later. Elise?
Thanks, Chris. The venue in St. Louis is giving people an opportunity to hear and perform music without alcohol. The Garage at the intersection will host its first show May 18th. Musician and business owner Aaron Perlett is one of the people behind it.
It checks a lot of boxes for me in terms of it creates a safe space for people who might not want to be surrounded by alcohol when they play music. It has essentially everything you need. If you want to just walk in with your instruments and start playing, you could do that.
Perlett teamed up with Hope Creates to open the venue. Hope Creates is a nonprofit that helps people recover from drug and alcohol abuse. Cars and crafts, an unusual combination that found a place together Saturday, supporting students. KOAM's Samantha Walker brings us more.
I really struggled in class. I couldn't stay focused. I wasn't paying attention as much. I was arguing a lot. Got a call from my 8th grade counselor, and she started telling me about this program at the high school called JAG.
Christopher Judd says the Jobs for America's Graduates program, also known as JAG, through the Joplin Alternative School, changed his life, teaching him life skills he may have never learned elsewise.
I thought that it was a really good opportunity for me to kind of start getting my stuff back together and get my stuff situated.
Christopher is one of many JAG students to organize the program's inaugural car and crafts show. Dozens of car enthusiasts displayed their ride, with numerous local vendors selling crafts and handmade items.
We're doing this so we can help raise money, because our car show is entry by donation, and our craft show people have to pay for slots and stuff, and all the money is going towards for next year for our seniors to go to Washington, D.C.
David Conrad is helping run his wife Marissa's booth, Portraits of Fashion and Frills. He says it's their first ever craft show, but it's a great one to start with.
Especially Joplin, we understand what it is to stand together, and I think everybody's trying to make a break in their life, and so opportunities like this help my wife with her budding craft business, as well as helping them with the things that they want in their life. And we just love the fact that these kids are trying to make a difference in their own lives and stepping up for themselves.
And the students who organized the event say the best feeling is seeing the public come out and support them.
This really goes to show that, you know, there might not be people all over the place that want to help, and when you go out in public you might not see it, but there are people out there that want to help, and there are people out there who are willing to spend the time and come out and support something.
Reporting in Joplin, Samantha Walker, KOAM News.
Organizers at the Car and Craft Show say they are excited with this year's turnout and plan to make the event a yearly tradition. If you're ever on the go and want to still be able to watch our newscast live, just download the KOAM Plus app. It's available free of charge on the app store of your choice. Just search for KOAM Plus. Coming up, Lori Horton is back showing us her recipe for pink lemonade sandwich cookies.
Connection.com/careers. Paint Connection is an equal opportunity employer.
Welcome back. Lori Horton is showing us her recipe for pink lemonade sandwich cookies, and we've already made our delicious cookies. What's the next step?
All right, yeah, while everybody else was watching all the events of the day, I baked off the rest of our dough. So this was our simple cake mix strawberry cookie, just that cake mix, oil, eggs, and we added in some white chocolate chips. I did half and half on the little sparkly sugar on the top because
they look so
we're making sandwiches out of them. So you really don't need to put your sugar on both cookies. These are going to be the bottom, these are going to be the top.
Perfect.
So easy peasy. Now we need to make that lemon filling that's going to really bring those flavors together. So we're starting out with about 1.5 sticks of butter.
Okay.
This is nice and soft, room temperature. Excuse me, room temperature, and then just powdered sugar. So I'm going to add a little bit into this to start with, and then I'm going to make a little noise here. And we're going to add that powdered sugar in just a little at a time, obviously, for obvious reasons. Get that a little bit creamy.
Okay, wonderful.
And to get that lemon flavor in there, you've got a couple of options, and you can use a lemon curd. You can make a homemade lemon curd, which is wonderful, but you can also just use a simple lemon pie filling as well. We just want a nice lemon, like a pudding type consistency. So this is about 1/4 cup. I'm going to go ahead and add that in there as well. And a little bit more powdered sugar. Again, we want to kind of step this process so that we don't make a mess and we get those flavors mixed together really well and incorporated. So a little at a time is always best so that they have time to kind of meld together.
Absolutely, yes.
Nice and slow on the mixer. You don't need to have a big heavy duty anything. Making a little noise this morning. It's going to come together very quickly. So you'll see you've already got a pretty creamy texture, and I've just added a little.
It smells so good.
I know lemon is such a good strong flavor.
It really
but
is.
to boost that a little bit, I'm going to add just a splash of actual lemon juice, and to kind of mellow that out a little splash of vanilla. So those two together, I mean, it's not the first thing you always think of in like a buttercream type frosting, but they're so good together. You just want to make sure you don't overdo the lemon to where it gets too tart.
Absolutely,
you want a nice smooth balance.
And so what kind of consistency are you looking for on this frosting? Are you looking for it to be a little bit more stiff or soft?
We want it a little bit soft because we don't want to, we're not going to try to pipe. We're not going to try and make any fancy decorations out of it, but we also need it to kind of stay together and hold our cookies and not just sort of melt out of it. So kind of somewhere in the middle. That's a good explanation without giving you an answer at all, right? We're going to cream a little bit more. I added a little more powdered sugar when I added in that lemon juice too. And make sure we get it all combined. Now, another important step when you're making frosting is to really take a minute in between and scrape down your bowl.
Yes.
Because this is where you find all those little extra pockets of the flavoring or some little pockets of powdered sugar in there. You want to make sure they get incorporated. Again, you can add a little bit of food coloring to this too if you want to brighten it up a little bit, but it's got a beautiful buttery color to it already, and so we're going to leave it as it is. So when we come back, we're going to put all these together and we're going to combine those flavors. It's going to be awesome.
All right, wonderful. Stick around. We'll be right back.
East 4th Street in Pittsburgh. You'll dig our selection.
Lori is showing us the last few steps for these delicious pink lemonade sandwich cookies. What else do we have to do?
All right, now we're just down to some assembly required. So that's the most fun part.
Yes, it is.
And you know, these are not anything that the kids couldn't help with. They're not super complicated, not a lot of measuring, you know, too many steps and they sort of get bored halfway through. So we try and keep those simple. The easiest way for us to really distribute that frosting evenly and just less mess is obviously going to be a piping bag. You can use a large Ziploc bag for this as well. You want to maybe get a freezer bag that's a little heavier. Not going to explode on you. But this is a nice big bag. Make a little noise again there. That right in the microphone for you guys. I know that's fun. We're just going to add that frosting right in there. Keep it inside the bag, nice and neat. Now I'm going to fill it up. I'm kind of used to that, so go in smaller steps in this as well because you're probably not used to piping and squeezing big batches of frosting like I am. So do a little at a time, that's okay. Bags are not expensive. We're gonna just work that down in there and then just clip a little bit off the end just to make a nice size opening.
So no piping tip or anything, you just cut it right off?
We're just gonna fill that in between there, so it really doesn't matter if it's got a fancy design to it. We'll keep it simple.
Wonderful.
So again, I put sugar on about half of my cookies, so I know which ones are the bottoms and which ones are gonna be our tops. So we're gonna just take that, and if you guys can see, nobody ever appreciates the bottom of a cookie. But they're so pretty. They're a nice golden brown.
Perfect.
That's what you're going to go for. I baked these a little bit smaller today, so I literally baked them off within the last hour. It was about 8 minutes spot on a piece. So we're going to just add a nice even layer. I always like to start on the outside, give myself a nice spot, and then, you know, a little bit extra. We don't want to be stingy.
No.
And then put that sparkly one right on top.
Oh, look at that.
Give them a little bit press. Nice fat hunk of frosting in between there. These are a really good combination.
Oh, they look so fun.
It just takes a few minutes and, you know, really make it easy, make it an assembly line, go through, flip all of your bottom ones over, and you can just take that piping bag and just go through there, you know, make a lot of them at a time. This batch made about 23 Again, smaller size ones. I used a smaller cookie scoop on there. So if you want to do a bigger one, use a little bit bigger scoop. Again, where you're putting 2 of them together with that frosting, I think you kind of want them a little bit smaller.
Yeah,
it's a pretty generous helping,
nice.
especially if it's for kids. But this would be so fun to do for, a bridal shower, or we've got some thank you teacher gifts coming up for the end of the year. The kids are almost done.
Absolutely. And like you mentioned earlier, you can do so many different combinations as
exactly.
well.
Anything with that cake mix, change it up a little bit and then just change up the filling. They're great with a regular buttercream. Leave that lemon out, add a little bit more vanilla, almond, something like that. But the strawberry lemon together is such a great summer combination, and I'm ready for it. I am so ready for it. So give this one a try. I think you guys will really like it, and don't be afraid to experiment a little bit.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much for being with us this morning.
Absolutely.
Stick around. We'll be right back.
You are Fortune Auto Repair Center in Pittsburgh.
Welcome back to the KOAM Morning News. It is 7:22 on this Monday morning. We've got scattered showers and thunderstorms across the area. So we're going to start our tour in northeastern Oklahoma. Got some lightning out here with this leading edge of storms just to the south of Anita. A few lightning strikes back behind that around the Craig and the Wada County areas as well. A few scattered showers around Miami and Grove, and those translating into parts of southwestern Missouri. We've got a few showers around the Butler area outside of Nevada, getting ready to roll into Lamar, to the north and west of Carthage, getting into Carl Junction. A couple of thunderstorms around just exiting Neosho, one just getting ready to enter Pineville. And then, of course, this batch of showers and storms we're continuing to see develop back to the south and west, but that should miss us. And we'll see additional development of scattered showers and storms across the area as we go through the morning hours and into the afternoon. So we're going to be hanging on to these thunderstorm chances throughout the day. There is the remote possibility of a strong to low-grade severe thunderstorm out there. Our southeastern counties highlighted for a low-end risk for maybe a tornado or two, some hail, maybe some damaging wind gusts. Again, this threat is very low, and we could see a couple of strong storms outside of that zone. But again, the great news here at this point is the overall severe threat relatively low. Scattered showers and thunderstorms will continue as we head into the afternoon and into the evening hours. We'll see breaks in between them, so some of you may even see some sunshine for a little bit, and we'll see a few more of these storms as we head into the late evening hours. Another pause about 10, 11 o'clock tonight, and we'll see a few more isolated showers, maybe a thunderstorm or two heading into our morning commute Tuesday, and by about lunchtime, those are on their way out of here. Our camera 7th and range line. At those dark clouds, we got a little thunder shower on the southeast side of Joplin, just getting through some rain, get a little bit of thunder out there. 63 south-southeast breeze at 6. Temperatures around the area holding out in the low to mid 60s for most of us. We've had some 50s show up. Sedan is now the cool spot at 59. We got our morning underway. Again, scattered showers and thunderstorms out there, making about 65 by 11 o'clock this morning. We're looking at highs today into the upper 60s and low 70s out there. As we head into Wednesday night into Thursday, more scattered showers and thunderstorms. We got better chances, a few more widespread thunderstorms on Thursday. They'll be with us all day. They'll continue into the overnight. We have a few more scattered thunderstorms on our Friday as well. They'll be with us all day Friday as this low moves out of the area, shifting off to the north and east. And we'll finally get an opportunity to dry out as we head into the weekend. So again, tomorrow, showers through at least the first half of the day, low 70s, upper 70s Wednesday. Evening storms continuing to Thursday and Friday. Our weekend looks great as we go low to mid 80s and we're dry. And then more shower and thunderstorm chances as we head into next week. That's Check Your Forecast. We're back with more right after this.
Day.
The 4 states' most watched news starts now.
Welcome back to the KOAM Morning News on Fox 14. It's currently 7:28. I'm Elise Noe. If you've passed the North Park Mall recently, you might have seen a carnival going on. The North Park Mall welcomes the Evans United Carnival Show, and the carnival boasts plenty of activities for all ages, including rides, games, and carnival food.
They come and enjoy themselves and, take their mind off other things, because everybody's day-to-day life is different, but, it gives you a chance to take your mind off all that stuff. I hope everybody comes out and, maybe relives their childhood for a little bit.
The carnival will run through May 19th. Christine's Vineyard in Webb City held a Mother's Day brunch yesterday, and the Vineyard encouraged patrons to spend Mother's Day with them. The Vineyard, which usually opens at 1 p.m. on Sunday, opened at 11 a.m.
The importance of getting out and, having a fun time, maybe sharing a drink with that too. Being able to listen to some live music while also celebrating the people you love.
It's very fulfilling for us. We both have families that are further away, and we don't get to spend Mother's Day with our mothers all the time. But it's really nice to get families together and to see that interaction, and it's heartwarming for us.
They offered a wide selection of food and wines off their menu, as well as the presence of live music. The Jasper County Sheriff's Office held a Community Safety Day Saturday. The event was free of charge to the public and offered food for families, as well as several activities for kids, including face painting and a bounce house. There was also a SWAT and canine demonstration.
The main takeaway is that as the Sheriff's Office, we're here to serve the community, and we enjoy the opportunity anytime that we can show what it is that we do, our day-to-day operations, and the fact that we're just normal men and women that put on uniforms to serve the community. That's what I hope to be the main takeaway.
Saturday's event was held from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. The Duquesne Police Department held a presentation Saturday for community members. The intention was to educate citizens on how they can keep communities safe, prevent future crimes, and to gain a better understanding of what the police department does and why they do it.
Just because a lot of times when they call in, they don't always know like what type of information we're looking for. And a lot of times we can't be everywhere, and so the community is our eyes in a lot of the crimes and everything that takes place. So just helping educate them better on either the laws and things that they can and can't do, just help us out do our jobs also.
The police department also offered firearm locks to those who attended. Now here's Chris with a look at the forecast.
And thunderstorms out there across the area. Skywatch Storm Tracker has been keeping an eye on these, as we have as well. Rain falling in Joplin, rain falling in a number of locations right now. The good news is while we do have a low-end risk for a strong storm or two, we're not looking at a high-end risk for severe weather, not like what we've seen over the past couple of weeks. Here's the Skywatch Storm Tracker. Got some heavier showers across Joplin, just outside of Carthage. Got this heavier little guy. We've got rain showers across Cherokee County, Labette, Montgomery County, and back into Elk County out there. As we head northeastern Oklahoma, here's the leading edge of some heavier rain and a little more heavier thunderstorm activity out there. A few more lightning strikes with this as across northeastern Oklahoma. We've had some lightning strikes with these two cells, one now just exiting Neosho and just to the north of Pineville. All of it associated with this batch of showers and thunderstorms. And as it continues to lift off to the east-northeast, we will see additional development of more showers and thunderstorms across the area. That's why we'll have those chances stick with us for pretty much the entire day, even into the first half of our Tuesday. 59 in Sedan as the cool spot. The rest of us low to mid 60s out there. We will not see a lot of movement in our temperatures with these scattered showers and thunderstorms. Most of the day is mostly cloudy. Some of us may see some sunshine. We're looking at highs on average upper 60s, low 70s. And again, these thunderstorm chances continue into the first half of our Tuesday. Then we've got more on the way later this week. We'll break down the full forecast for you here in just a few more minutes. Elise?
All right, thanks, Chris. Well, today, former President Donald Trump is due back in a Manhattan courtroom after hitting the campaign trail in New Jersey over the weekend. The prosecution's star witness, Trump's former fixer Michael Cohen, is expected to take the witness stand and give testimony describing the circumstances of his so-called hush money payment to adult film star Stormy Daniels ahead of the 2016 election. Trump's lawyers are expected to question his credibility.
I'm being forced to endure a Biden show trial.
Former President Donald Trump railed against his Manhattan criminal trial to a crowd of supporters in New Jersey over the weekend. Today, in court, he's expected to come face to face with his former fixer, Michael Cohen, the man at the center of the prosecution's case.
I think that Michael Cohen's testimony will be fire and brimstone.
Cohen is expected to lay out his account that he paid adult film star Stormy Daniels $130,000 to hide an alleged past sexual encounter with Trump ahead of the 2016 election. Trump faces charges of falsifying business records to cover up his reimbursement to Cohen.
He really feels that it is up to him to be able to close this all up and deliver a verdict of guilty.
Trump has denied all wrongdoing. His lawyers argue that Cohen is not a credible witness, pointing out that he admitted to lying to Congress and that Cohen went to prison after pleading guilty to charges related to the payments.
Are you ready to testify?
Yes.
A year ago, Cohen told CBS News that he lied to Congress to benefit his former boss and that he's not out for vengeance.
This is solely about accountability.
Cohen has publicly discussed the trial as recently as last week. On Friday, Judge Juan Merchan instructed prosecutors to tell the star witness to stop talking.
With Michael Cohen expected to take the stand, prosecutors are believed to now be in the home stretch of laying out their case. On Friday, they said they could potentially rest by the end of this week. And that's a look at our top news stories coming up this half hour on the KOAM Morning News. We'll hear how one man is pursuing two of his passions at the same time.
Who says you need to travel far away for 7474?
Well, if you enjoy musicals and comedy, you should head on over to the Joplin Little Theater for their production of Promises, Promises. With us this morning are two members of the cast, Jennifer Jones and Hannah Bradley, and they're here to share more about what you can experience when you attend this show. Welcome to you both. Thank you so much for being with us this morning. So if you'd like to talk to me a little bit more about the musical Promises, Promises and the production that you are putting on.
Yeah, it's a musical based on a 1960s play called The Apartment, starring Jack Lemmon and Shirley MacLaine, if some of the older viewers remember them. So it's music by Burt Bacharach, written by Neil Simon. It's a fun, funny, lots of jokes, lots of jazzy music, dance numbers.
That sounds
it's
wonderful.
very entertaining. We have a live orchestra, so live music.
Oh, wow.
It's just a good time.
Yes, absolutely. Talk to me a little bit about what you both play. What parts do you play and just kind of your role in the musical?
Hannah, you
I played Ginger and the nurse. Ginger works at a mimeographic company from Consolidated Life. She's very sassy, stubborn, but she's also very, professional with her business, even though she does have affairs with Kirkby.
Sounds like a fun role to take on. And how about yourself?
I'm one of the executives who is using this younger, the lead role.
Yes.
He's a young guy. He's trying to work his way up in the company by allowing the executives to use his apartment for their affairs with the young ladies that work at the company. So I'm one of those villain people.
Ooh, I love it.
Yeah.
Is it fun to take on a villain role?
So much fun, yes.
Is it just like, what's different about it from maybe like a lead, more like?
I feel like you really can get into something, a role that you're not, used to playing in real life. Something completely different from your real life.
Oh, how fun. And so opening night is going to be this Wednesday. Can you talk to me about the time and the location of it all?
So we open on Wednesday through Saturday at 7:30, and then we have a Sunday matinee at 2:30.
Oh, wonderful. And then where can tickets be purchased for those who want to come and see?
At the box office at Joplin Little Theater, online, joplinlittletheater.com. You can visit our Facebook page and get links there. Lots of information all around everywhere.
Wonderful. Well, thank you so much for being with us this morning. Sounds like it's going to be a wonderful show. And if you'd like to check it out, remember that Promises, Promises starts this Wednesday and runs till Sunday at the Joplin Little Theater. We'll be right back.
Welcome back to the KOAM Morning News, 7:42, almost 7:43 on this Monday morning. We've got scattered showers and thunderstorms out there, and that's going to continue to be our trend. Into northeastern Oklahoma, some heavier rain, thunderstorms now getting ready to roll in just outside of Grove, Jay, and Miami, rolling through Miami, and Veneta and Newata out there. And we've got some thunderstorms. We're going to scoot this guy over to the east, just outside of Neosho, northeast of Pineville, and we're getting quite a few lightning strikes with this. Remember, lightning is very deadly. It's very dangerous. We've got quite a bit with just this one little cell in north central McDonald County. Got some heavier rain around the Joplin area, getting ready to roll into Carthage as well. Heavier showers back through Columbus, even heavier showers now Parsons, Independence, Coffeyville, just to the south of Fredonia. All of this associated with this activity here, and we're going to see additional thunderstorms begin to develop as we head through the afternoon and into the evening hours across the 4 states. So here's a look at that as it's been rolling off to the east-northeast with these thunderstorms, and we had a couple of severe thunderstorm warnings with this activity several hours ago to the west of 35, but nothing severe with it now. However, there is a low-end risk for a strong to potentially low-grade severe thunderstorm. That does bring an associated risk with maybe an isolated tornado, some large hail, and perhaps some damaging wind gusts. And we could see some strong storms outside of that zone, but the overall threat for strong to severe thunderstorms very low today. The scattered storms will continue again as we head through the afternoon and into the evening. A few more of them as we head into the evening hours out there. Then we'll get a pause, say around 10, 11 o'clock. Still some isolated showers and storms, but a bigger pause for folks before we see more of these as we head towards sunrise tomorrow. And we'll hang on to some of these scattered showers and maybe a thunderstorm or two until about the lunch hour tomorrow, and then that activity will begin to clear out of here. 7th Range Line in Joplin, raining. Roads are wet for sure. 63. South-southeast breeze at 6. Temperatures for most of us in the low to mid 60s across the area. Sedan was one of the cooler spots earlier, but that has since changed. They're now up to 60 degrees. Getting the morning underway. Scattered thunderstorms, variable temperatures, but eventually about the mid-60s by 11 o'clock this morning. Highs today, upper 60s, low 70s, southwest wind about 5 to 10 miles an hour. Once we clear out tomorrow afternoon, low 70s. Wednesday, partly to mostly cloudy. And then we'll have more thunderstorms late Wednesday evening into the overnight. Will also be warmer, upper 70s. Thunderstorm chances throughout our Thursday, scattered storms throughout our Friday. Then, thankfully, just in time, the weekend, we clear out. We're warmer, low 80s out there. And then we'll see additional thunderstorm chances as we head into the next work week. That's Check Your Forecast, and we're sending it over to Elise with Consumer Watch.
All right, thanks, Chris. Well, the Biden administration is reportedly planning to crack down on some technology that comes from China. Reports say the administration is expected to announce new tariffs tomorrow for electric vehicles from China. Current tariffs of 25% have kept Chinese EVs out of America, but it could increase to as much as 100%. Some business experts say lower priced EVs imported from China could hurt domestic manufacturers and climate friendly investments from the Inflation Reduction Act in 2022. A luxury car maker pulls away from going all electric for the near future due to lack of sales. Mercedes-Benz says they're going to continue to make gas-powered vehicles because sales of electric cars aren't profitable enough. The German-based company says they're going to make both gas and electric cars well into the 2030s. The adjustment comes after Mercedes-Benz reported a 30% drop in the first quarter earnings before interest and tax. The future of self-driving travel could change how your car moves through traffic and the traffic lights that manage it. One researcher at North Carolina State University says traffic lights could add a fourth white light to the red, yellow, green light system, or traffic signals could disappear altogether. University of Michigan researchers are studying test to traffic light changes now in real time with speed and location data from cars and using a Detroit suburb test pilot program. Those are our Consumer Watch stories this morning. Now let's take a look at the market prices before the opening bell.
Tonight at 6 for your chance to win.
A Pennsylvania man is living what some might call a Clark Kent lifestyle.
Trevor Weller loves being a teacher, but when he's not in the classroom, you can find him pursuing his second passion.
Trevor Weller starts his day as a gym teacher at Lincoln Elementary.
Go, Caroline, go!
He's been with Pittsburgh Public for 14 years and loves every second of being in a child's life, even if that means keeping his second passion a secret from students.
So fun, you know what I mean? They have such good energy, such positive energy. They get over. You learn a lot from kids like the older you get.
After that final bell rings, it's not the end of the day. Weller becomes the music artist and battle rapper, Real Deal, over at a recording studio in Bloomfield.
Y'all silly and you're insecure. Y'all are out here hating on somebody.
Weller started rapping his senior year of high school. He's currently working on his 7th album over the past decade, and he's had work used locally on Pittsburgh Sportsnet.
It's a tedious process, but it's cool to be able to teach and then come right over here. It's awesome. Been at it for a while, right?
While Weller doesn't want his early stuff to even see the light of day, his current work has benefited from his battle rap reputation.
Spicy. I like that.
Battle rapping is exactly as it sounds. Two people rapping and taking shots at each other in the process.
The funny thing about battle rappers is 99% of them are like the coolest people you would meet, man. They're so chill. The snow, watching the Travel Channel, looking for.
That's where the Real Deal has made a name for himself as a 4-time rap battle champion, competing around the world in more than 200 battles in the highest leagues. But to his students, he's just Mr. Weller living out his dream.
I always thought it would be very hypocritical for me to preach to kids, follow your dreams, chase your dreams, and then act as if doing something I love stopped me from doing something else I love.
And he'll tell any students that stumble upon his videos they have him mistaken, just like Clark Kent.
It's interesting. I can't sing or rap or anything else. That's
Doing
why
it just
I read the news.
a second ago. Don't act like you weren't just
I
doing
was
it a
not.
second ago.
I quoted a TV show, and that was as far as that went.
Okay, acceptable.
That's
I'll
all
take
we
it.
did.
I'll
All
take
right.
it.
Well, like you said, though, make sure you do
Yes.
pursue your dreams, because that's why we're here.
Yeah.
We pursued our dreams, and somehow here we are. We also have scattered showers and thunderstorms out there. Those storms pursuing their dream of bringing more rain to the 4 states. Skywatch Storm Tracker showing us where those showers and storms are, and we've got some fairly heavy rain, especially back in northeastern Oklahoma and even now into parts of southwest Missouri. And that's when we begin our tour. A few more lightning strikes out there. So Grove, Jay, you're just now getting in on this heavier rain. More heavy rain back behind you. Miami, you're getting in on it as well. Up into southeast Kansas, Parsons, just outside of Independence, south of Chanute, east of Fredonia. You got Pittsburgh getting in on some showers. Columbus, you've been dealing with some off and on showers all morning long. You've been sandwiched between this activity out there. More showers and storms will eventually develop as we go through the morning hours. All of that activity will continue to lift north and to the east. There is the possibility of a stray, strong to low-grade severe storm out there. There's an isolated risk for a tornado, maybe some hail in our eastern counties, and some damaging wind gusts. But the good news is the overall threat for severe weather is quite low. We'll have another look at your forecast and the news you need to know right after this.
We are proud to salute James Allen, a 4-state hero.
Here's a check of today's top headlines, the news you need to know before you head out the door. The Jasper County Sheriff's Office held a Community Safety Day Saturday. The event was free of charge to the public and offered food for families, as well as several activities for kids, including face painting and a bounce house. There was also a SWAT and canine demonstration. The Duquesne Police Department held a presentation Saturday for community members, and the intention was to educate citizens on how they can help keep the community safe, prevent future crimes, and to gain a better understanding of what the police department does and why they do it. And the North Park Mall welcomed the Evans United Carnival Show. The carnival boasts plenty of activities for all ages, including rides, games, and carnival food.
And we've got ourselves the opportunity for a few scattered showers and thunderstorms across the area. A couple of strong storms are possible, but the good news is the overall severe threat is low. Highs today, upper 60s, low 70s, southwest breeze at around 5 to 10 miles an hour. Isolated to scattered showers and storms through the evening and again overnight tonight. We'll fall back into the upper 50s and low 60s. Showers continuing through at least the lunch hour tomorrow. Then we'll get a pause. Upper 70s on Wednesday. More storms Wednesday night through Thursday and Friday out there. And then we'll get another break just in time for the weekend. Low to mid 80s and dry conditions ahead of more storm chances as we head into the next work week.
Another nice weekend would be great.
That would be fantastic.
For it. All righty. Well, it's National Bike to Work Week, and the roots of Bike to Work Week can be traced back to when the United Kingdom hosted its first Bike Week in 1923.
Shortly after, in 1956, this gave momentum in the United States when National Bike Month was established. The goal is more than just getting to work, but also living a healthier lifestyle, making streets safer and reducing harmful emissions that cars produce. So that's a lot of bicycles.
That is a lot of bicycles.
And it's a great way to get from A to B.
Maybe not for us living, working
Granted,
so far out
with
here.
how far the
I wish we
station
could,
is,
though. That would be nice.
You could. It would take hours, days to get up here.
It really would.
Well, thank you so much for letting us put the good in your morning. We'll be back with more news and weather today at noon.
Have a great rest of your morning.